So you want to learn how to sell on Grailed? You came to the right place. Today I'm going to be showing you exactly how you sell on Grailed. I'm going to be showing you the listing process, the shipping process, what happens when you get a sold item, message, all that stuff. I'm going to be showing you everything in this video. So if you're interested in these kinds of videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you can be informed when I make any kind of these videos. And let's get this started. So Grailed, I barely just started selling on it about 3 weeks ago, give or take. And so far, I've listed around 100 and some items. I don't remember the exact number. But from those items, I've sold 5 so far, with getting 1 rating, at least right now. So how does Grailed work? Well, I'm going to be showing you exactly how it works. So let's head over to my screen. I'm going to be showing you the listing process first, and we'll go from there. This is the home page of Grailed. As always, you will want to be making your own account if you have not had one. So what you're going to do is just click there. And then this right here is my messages. As you can see right here, I already do have a couple of sales, which I will get more into details later on. So how do you want them? How do you start? Well, as always, you start by making a listing. What you're going to want to do is put right here where it says sale. And the actual process of listing here is actually pretty easy. So I'm sorry. So you put sale. So I'm sorry about that. So you put sale, and then you go right here where it says a new listing. And I'm showing you the desktop version because I have an Android phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy, and Grailed does not have an app for Androids. They only have for iPhone. So I do not know how the iPhone app looks. So I do apologize for that, but I am showing you exactly how to do it on desktop. And this process is the exact same process on mobile, because you can still, for Android users, we have to use mobile in order to do everything for Grailed. So this is where you go. You put your new listing. And then, like I said, the listing process is actually very easy. As most of you guys know, or you don't know, I use List Perfectly for everything. So that's how I usually list my things. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do it just without using List Perfectly. So what you want to do is put right here, department. So far right now, Grailed only has menswear and women's wear. So let's do women's wear. And women's wear is actually their newest category. I believe Grailed was actually a menswear before. So right here, I deal primarily with shoes, so we're going to do footwear. And then you have a subcategory. You have boots, heels, all these right here. Most of mine apply to either low top sneakers, high top sneakers, or boots. And most of them are low top sneakers. So for me, the ones that I'm going to be showing you in this example are a pair of Vans. Let's put Vans. And then there's a brand right there. Now, something you have to know is that some brands are not available on Grailed yet. So what I personally do is I just skip listing on Grailed if it does not have that brand. But from what I saw from another post, some people actually put other. I don't know if that would actually work. Oh, so it does work, but I don't know. But you could try using other, but I don't know how that will come up with a search if someone's searching with a specific brand in mind. But in this case, it's Vans. And then you put the size. I believe these were 7.5. I don't remember. So then right here, you just put the name of the shoes. This Vans pizza shoes. This is just an example. And then for a lot of the low top sneakers, if you're doing Nike, Adidas, some of the more popular sneakers, they will require you to put the style number right here. So as you can see, I have a bunch right here. But for those popular shoes, you will have to put a style number. For other ones, you won't. But for the popular ones, you do. So that's there for now. And then the color, you could put whatever color you want. These just black. And then the condition right here, they have new, gently used, and very worn. For me, in my case, I do either used or very worn. And if some of the shoes that I have tags, I mostly put gently used, because some of the shoes that I do get, they have some scuffs here and there. But yeah. So after that, you put a description. Oh, just put used right here, and then description. Put whatever description you already know. Put whatever applies to your listing. So right here, they have this heel height, which doesn't apply to this. So I'm just going to skip that part. But if you know the heel height, you can put it in there. Right here, you have hashtags. So they do have tagging tips. You can pause to read if you want. I really don't know much about this. But normally, I guess you're allowed to add 10 tags. And I always just put 3, which is what I normally do for all of my listings. So if you want to put tags there. So you just do it with say like that. Just put a space and then as it as a hashtag. So whatever applies to the shoes, you can put it on. And then right here, this is where you put the price. Right here, $40, just as a price point. And normally right here, they would actually show a graph of what recently sold ours with the title that you put, but I just put a very vague title, so that's why it doesn't show anything. And then they have accept offers and smart pricing. This accept offers right here, I will be talking a little bit more detail at the end. So stay tuned. And then smart pricing is the same as Mercari's. You can price it automatically to have your price drop. That way it can go back to the top of the listings, I believe. I don't really use it, so I'm not 100% sure how it works. But they have smart pricing. That way, if you don't want to lower the price yourself, you can have Grail do it by itself. I always have that off. And then shipping, I skipped the part, but it does. You do have to put your address up here, of course. And then this is the shipping labels. So they have two ways to ship. They have the Grail labels, which they have their prepaid sets right here. In my case, most of mine are the 2 pound rate, which is $12. But they have extra small for 4 ounce and under for $4. They have small for 8 ounce, $5, and then medium, which is $7 for a pound and under. And then large, of course, and anything over 3 pounds. If you're using a Grail label, you're gonna have to choose extra large. Now, if you want to do your own, you can do your own. You could put your own dollar amount that you want to charge. Of course, if you're using Pirate Ship or whatever other third party you use. But since I don't use this, I don't know how this would work. I assume it will be the same as it is with Mercari, that you get the tracking, you choose the carrier, and then you put the tracking number right there, and then you're good to go. And then next is international shipping. I have this turned off as well, but if you know how to ship through international shipping with PayPal or a third party carrier, then they do have these options for you if you want to do that. And of course, right here is the photos. From what I read, you could have up to 12 photos. I have not confirmed this just yet. So then you click whatever you want. I have these shoes right here. And then you'll see right here, they're going to start uploading. And then once they're done uploading, there you go. That's it's done. Just do final little changes up here. And then after that, you just put publish. I'm not going to be putting publish because these shoes actually already sold for me. I'm just using these as an example. But this is essentially how you make a listing on Grailed. So the reason you put the style number for some of these popular shoes is because Grailed has to authenticate them. And their authentication process, basically, if they could virtually authenticate it, you'll see this badge up here that it says authenticated. But before it actually goes listed, it's going to be in your sold area. It's going to show under review. And that's when Grailed is reviewing if the shoes are authentic or not. Now, if they cannot determine if they're authentic or not, their listing will not go live, and you'll be getting an email as to why they did not go live. But if you see under review, that's because Grailed is determining if they're authentic or not. And if they pass their authentication process, then you get this badge right here, and you're good to go. Next, we're going to be talking about just your for sale section, what you see right here. As you can see, these are what I have right here. I don't think it tells me exactly how many I have listed, but right here, these are the ones all that I have for sale. So when somebody does like your listing, it doesn't notify you or anything. You just have to go through the listings yourself, and you have to just see that right here. There's a heart, right? After, when somebody likes your item, you can send them an offer. I think I already sent an offer for this. So it tells you right here, saying if I have that priced, it gives you a tip. Buyer responds better to higher discounts. Try offering between 50 to 60. In this case, I'll offer 60. Now, as you can see right here it says exclude shipping. And this is very important because I will be talking about this later on in the video. So stay tuned because that is a very, very important part that you guys need to know about. So, and then you just put send offer. Well, normally it would say send off, that the offer was successfully sent. I could have missed it, but we'll see. But yeah, so right here, you see that it has crossed out. This is because you can only bump your listings back to the very top every 7 days. I just did these, so it won't let me do it again. Let me see if I could do it. Yeah, so I just did bump all of them, so I don't have one that I can actually show you as an example, but it will tell you that you have successfully bumped it, and it goes back to the top of the listings. Now, this is something important that you should know. After a month, as you see right here, it says about a month, 15 days ago, that's when I last bumped it. It will no longer let you bump it, as you'll see right now in a few. So you see right there, unable to bump listings that are too old. Price drop your listings to give it more visibility, meaning that I can no longer bump it with the current price. I have not tried this yet. I'm assuming if you lower the price, it'll go back up to the top. So you know what? Let's try that right now, actually. So let's do a price drop on these right here. Let's do 10%. Price drop to 67. See what happens. price dropped and followers are notified. So I don't know if this actually made the listing go back to the top, but it did. This one has 3 likes, so it'll let the people who like this listing that the price did end up going down. So just keep that in mind, that if it has been there for about a month or over a month, it will not let you bump it. So your best thing to do would be to delist and relist and just go from there. Next, we're going to be going into what happens when you sell an item, the important part, right? So first of all, Grailed only accepts PayPal as a payment option. So you will have to set up your PayPal account with Grailed. So as you see right here, these listings right here have already been delivered. As you can see, shipments have been delivered. It tells you your sell price and then your payment type, and then you're good to go. If you chose Grailed as your prepaid label that you want to use, you can print your Grailed label from here. The downside to that is that Grailed does not have 4x6 label format. Grailed, if you're watching, that would be really awesome. So the way that I do is I still use my printer. I just do the whole cut and tape it to the package. It is what it is. That's what I do. So I have these 2 right here that have already sold. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do right here where it says print Grailed label, and then your label will download, and then all you have to do is print. Easy, and that's all that happens. So the fees on Grailed are Grailed fees is free for buyers, and sellers pay a low commission fee, which is 9%. Not bad in my opinion. Better than a lot of the other platforms that we know about, except for Facebook Marketplace. That is just the Grailed fee itself. You still have to pay the PayPal fee, which I believe is like 2.3. I don't know what the PayPal fee is just now. And then the 35 cents or whatever processing fee is. The other thing that you need to know is that when you look at your invoice for Grailed, is that it includes a little something extra, which I'll be mentioning a little bit later in the video. But the commission fee on Grailed is 9%, which again, better than some other platforms out there. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about Grailed is the messaging system. The messaging system is pretty simple. It's going to be right here. Just hover over your account, and then it's going to go right here with messages. And as you can see right here, it'll show all these messages. And, you know, forgive the derogatory language on this. You know, it happens. But as you can see right here, this is where all your messages come as well. You get your selling message. This is where you get your offer messages as well. And this is where it tells you that your Grailed label is ready and just anything update. So other than where you could go to your sold section, this is the message. This is the place where you want to go for any messages that you will be receiving. Another thing that I want to note is the fact that if for Android users specifically, since we don't have an app, we get messages notifications on our email as well. So if you have email notifications for Grailed on, you'll get an email saying that you received a new message, that you received a new offer, anything of that type. And especially the important one is it'll let you know if you get a sale, which of course that is very important. Unfortunately, since we don't have an Android app for Grailed, that's the best option to do. And that is exactly how I know when I get either a message, a sale, an offer, or anything. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Grailed fee breakdown. It shows you exactly how much you pay in fees and what exactly you are paying. So the way you do this, let me go back really quick, is you go right here where you go view listing. After that, you see right here that this is my listing itself. It tells you what the sold price was, all this stuff right here. And then right here in this area, it shows you exactly a breakdown of what you pay. So as you can see right here, the sold price was $60. Grailed commission is $5.40. You see right here the Grailed label. The Grailed label was $20 because these boots are over 3 pounds, and I chose Grailed label for my shipping option. So if you see this right here, so you sold it for $60, right? And then the payment processing fee is $258, which I'm guessing is the PayPal fee. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then you see my total. That's what I take home is $32. You're asking us like, whoa, that's half of what the sold price was. Yes, and the reason for that is because this sold price includes the shipping. So I actually sold it for $40 plus shipping, and what I take home is $32.02, of course minus taxes that I pay on my profit after all that jazz. So that's exactly how the Grailed breakdown works. I was confused at this first because I was like, wait, why am I getting $60 but my total is only $32? And that's because in your invoice, especially if you have PayPal, it's just going to show one lump sum which says what is it, partner fee. And that partner fee is going to be this huge fee, which is strange, but that's how it's going to show on PayPal. But right here on Grailed, it shows you the exact breakdown of what it is. So don't be alarmed. That's just how it goes. Just know that even if it says 60 right here and your total is 32, that's because Grailed always puts the shipping included with that. That's how I understand it, and that's how it works. And then after that, once say the buyer rates you or something, you can actually do the same thing. Leave buyer feedback. Did you have a good experience with this user during this transaction? I have not put no, so I don't know exactly know what's going to happen. So for now, I just did one so far, and I had yes, and that was the one that left me a rating, and that one was a good experience. So I'm not sure how it'll look, but that's exactly how it will look. If Grailed lets you leave a bad rating for a bad buyer, well, maybe I'll talk about it more in the future if that ever happens to me. But yeah, guys, so that's exactly how Grailed works. I showed you exactly everything that I know of so far in the selling wise. I hope that this helped you out. But the thing that I do want to mention is that when this is another important thing, actually. The important thing is that when you send offers out, it says exclude shipping. But when a buyer sends you an offer, you have to be careful, because when the buyer sends you an offer, say you're selling it for $60 plus shipping, that would be, they'll say three-pound rate shipping, right? 60, 70, 80. That would be $80 that you're asking for those for that item. Say someone sends you an offer for $70, right? You have to be careful, because when the buyer sends you an offer, that $70 offer includes shipping. So what they're actually offering you is $50 plus $20 shipping if you're using a Grailed label. So 50, 60, 70, they're actually offering you $50. So just keep that in mind, because a lot of people are having trouble with this. Well, not really trouble, but it's just weird, because every other platform, it shows you what the offer is plus shipping. But Grailed, when a buyer sends you an offer, they combine it together. So if you're thinking about selling on Grailed, I hope this video helped you out. This is very simple. Grailed is actually a very simple platform to learn, and I learned it pretty quick. If you know how to use eBay, Grailed is going to be a cinch. It's essentially almost the same process as Poshmark or Mercari. Very, very simple. And while Grailed does not have a lot of traffic from what I understand, so far I'm having success in what I sell, and there's never any harm in trying a new platform, because you never know. That platform might outperform another platform that you currently sell on. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you could be informed when I make more videos about anything in general. Also hit that like button. That way this video can be put at the top and shown to new people who want to know how to use Grailed. If you ever want to see exactly what sells on Grailed, make sure you click on this playlist right here, because some Grailed sales might be coming very soon.